So we brought the fridge over here, and Chris informed me this is going to go in the, I guess this pole barn or shed that he got. And I turned this off just to save space in here. And he just informed me that this is going to be really bad. So I figured, you know what? Let's clean it. It is just, because we didn't leave it open, it is full of mold and nastiness, but hey. And that's why we have a cleaning channel. So I'm gonna throw in some deep cleaning. I'm popping in real quick to give you guys some information about Scentbird. Thank you, Scentbird, so much for sponsoring this portion. So if you're not familiar with them, they are a fragrance subscription company, and you will be able to get 30-day supply of trying a fragrance. Many designer fragrances like Gucci and Prada, and the list goes on. You get a 30-day supply, so you can give them a try before committing and buying a full-size bottle. The fragrances I chose were Deck of Scarlet, Your Majesty, with main notes of gardenia, jasmine, water lily, amber, and sandalwood. The next fragrance was Ex Nihilo. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it properly, but the main notes in this was bergamot, lychee, peony, transparent wood, and musk. The next one was Furla, and I got this one with mandarin, white rose, gardenia, amber, and sandalwood. All very light, clean fragrances. I like to be able to pick out different fragrances for different events, or just if it's going to be something special, or maybe just what I'm wearing daily. I love being able to carry these around. These are so easy to carry in my diaper bag, my purse, in the car, even in my pocket. They come in these really cool little containers here. You can lock the fragrance in there, and when you are ready to use it, you open it up and give yourself a quick spritz. Make sure to click the link in my description box or scan the QR code and use my code LYNN, L-Y-N-N, for 55% off your first month at Scentbird. That's only $8 for your first month. Thank you so much, Scentbird, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So now let's get back to cleaning. I don't know what's more disturbing, the mold, sure, or the thick spider webs that make me absolutely want to cringe. That was the perpetrator. I'm going to spray everything in here with the pink stuff, and I had Chris help me pull these racks out because they were not easily removable. So I figured it was just best to put everything in the driveway and just hose it down, because every bit of it needed to be scrubbed. And like I said, the mold gets me, but the spider webs are even worse because this was closed. So somebody tell me why I have thick spider webs in here, and I mean like really thick. The spiders around here are just insane. It is something to get used to, but I actually asked another neighbor, is this normal? She said, yep, welcome to living in the country. So I'm going to continue scrubbing everything down. I've got my gloves on today because this was the real deal. And let me tell you, this was great. This is better than putting it in a tub or trying to do it in your sink. Just take all your stuff outside and hose it down. I am back at it again, spraying more of this down. He was able to get the additional racks out. We did have a little latch on the inside that you had to press, and then they did come out pretty quickly. So if you have one of these French door, I think that's what they're called, refrigerators, if you want to take all the racks out, pull the drawer completely forward, and then on the side where the top rack is, where it meets the rail, where the little wheel meets the rail, there is a little clip there. You can also Google it. He figured it out, but I'm sure if we would have Googled it, we would have saved a lot more time. So I have got extremely hot water in my bucket right there. On top of spraying everything down with the hose, I've got soapy water in there, and I do have, like, I think it's Mr. Clean, like the 99% antibacterial stuff, and I'm going to continue to spray all of this down. Now I've got the actual refrigerator part that I'm scrubbing as well. I've let the pink stuff sit for a while, and I'm going to scrub everything out now. Thankfully, I was able to get the racks out, so it's so much easier to scrub. I also made sure to get the little rubber gasket, I guess is what you would call it, around the door, because that was really nasty and moldy as well. So the mold came up very, very easily. Again, I let the pink stuff sit on there for about 20 minutes, so, and then closed it. It was a very, very hot day today, so I was, oh my gosh, sweating like crazy. It was insane. But when you see how clean this refrigerator and freezer got, I think it's going to be really shocking. I was very proud of myself. And there is nothing better than feeling good and accomplished about the things that you do. So I hope today, while you're watching today's video or another video that I post, I want you to find something to do today that will make you feel good and make you feel accomplished. Whether it's, you know, clean the kitchen, make the bed, do something with the kiddos. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be something that everybody else does, but do one thing today to make yourself proud, because you deserve to feel accomplished, and you deserve to feel how wonderful and loved and worthy you really are, because you are really capable of so many amazing things. So I want you to choose just one thing today, and if you can leave in the comments what that is or what that's going to be, and you can even tag me while you're doing it on Instagram, Miss Lynn White. We are getting to the fun part. I have done the deep cleaning in the refrigerator and freezer, and we are going to just add some drinks in here. This is going to be our extra fridge. It was in the house, and we're going to just put our drinks in here and anything extra. So I'm also going to try to take some of the items out of the deep freezer and put them in here. I will figure out very quickly though, there is not enough room, and we will have to keep the deep freezer, which is fine. I am totally fine with doing that. So I'm just going to organize everything. I know you guys love that. I tell you, my decluttering and organizing on this channel is just so much more popular than my cleaning. So I hope this video just brings some motivation, whether you're cleaning or you're decluttering or you're organizing, whatever it is, I've got you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are new. I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. I would love to have you as my online bestie, and also like this video. It helps out my channel a ton. It is another day and I got a Costco order in, so I want to put all of these items away. I'm also going to be organizing a lot of these items because obviously it is a surplus. It is so much extra. So I've got to put them in these containers. I have already washed all of these out because I knew I was going to make a new order, and I've gotten rid of any of the stale cereal. So I'm going to put my kids' favorites, Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Lucky Charms. Okay. Actually, Lucky Charms is my favorite, but they love it too. Now, I really do try very, very hard to stay away from anything with artificial colors and everything. But I will say Lucky Charms is my exception. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I fell in love with it when I was pregnant with Isabella, and it has been an all-time favorite, and it's gluten-free. So for me, it's a win-win. I don't mind a little marshmallow, a little pink marshmallow every so often. So gonna load this up. Now you see the pantry, we've been working on it. I've been gathering footage to show the pantry all done. You guys, this has been insane. If you remember, I had bifold doors here, and I have big plans. I've got a rendering of showing you how exactly how it's gonna be. This has been such an undertaking because slowly but surely we have just kind of come into like little, you know, whenever you pull walls out and take things out and you have these big plans, you always have little hiccups. So we realized over there to the right, you see that stack of wood right there in the pantry. That is a load bearing wall. So my plans definitely had to detour a little bit. I had to make a little detour, but that's okay. The cabinets are here. They are lined up in my dining room. The dining rooms are getting finished as well. We're putting the board and batten up. So, oh my goodness, there is so much coming. And I'm going to be showing you guys Emma's room too. It is just about done. My sister did a mural. And oh my gosh, it turned out so good. I got this container here from Target, and if you remember in one of my last videos, I got the plastic ones from the Dollar Tree that look just like it, and I will say it's held up very, very well. I might go back and get more of those because I think it would be great for hair clips and all kinds of things, dolls, like little miniature dolls for the kids, or Legos. Really, really good idea. I got it in the party section of the Dollar Tree at $1.25. You really cannot beat it. They're not as big as the one I had, but so worth it. I'm going to take this opportunity to clean out anything in the fridge that needs to be taken out. You will see I've got a lot in there, a lot of old food that just needs to be disposed of, so I can make room for some of the new stuff and also know the items I need. It really is a good idea to do this before the grocery shopping. You know, FYI, I always do this though, just so you don't buy or overbuy things that you really don't need.
Okay, we're walking.
Oh, no, not again. Yes, that was 100% again. Do you remember, if you've been here for a while, last year I was cleaning my knives and I've said you don't put knives in the dishwasher. And I got the, I think it's the Cuisinart, the ones that have the white handle. Love these knives, but they are so sharp, and I completely severed part of my thumb by the knuckle. I severed it all the way. I mean, I cut all the way down to the bone and refused to go to the emergency room. I just did a butterfly clip, and I just continued a butterfly bandage and continued to just keep pressure on it. I should have gone because it took a very long time to get mobility back in that thumb. And then I did it again, same hand, the right hand, to my pointer finger. So those knives are very, very sharp. Now I usually now, because I'm scared of them, just put them in the dishwasher. You're not supposed to, but I cannot seem to wash them without getting cut. As you just saw, I did it again. This one, that cut wasn't nearly as bad as the last two, but I'm telling you right now, if you ever get those knives that a lot of people show, a lot of influencers have them. I got them about a year and a half ago, or when I bought, or when we moved into our last house. Please, please, please be careful with them. Now I'm moving into the half bathroom, and I just want to organize under here. I have mentioned before that our house does not have a lot of storage. The cabinets aren't very deep. The linen closets are very narrow. So I'm going to do my best to just make this work as best as I can. I've got my tile pops here, and I got one little box of these from Walmart. Was $11, and you don't even need a whole box. So you're just going to pull the backing off of it. Pay attention to the arrows and which way you're going to have them facing, because you want to continue that same pattern. These are so easy to apply. You can actually use them for over your tile floors, your linoleum. Very, very good adhesive, but I like to use them in the bottom of my cabinets just because it's so likely to get damaged, and it just kind of, I feel like, makes this space just a little bit extra and makes it look really nice. When putting these on this area, all you need is a really sharp razor knife and just score it, preferably on the front, because I feel like bends a lot easier, and it goes in there great. Also, you can use a little caulk if you want to around the edges to make sure it is really waterproof. I don't do that, but I think it is a really good idea. I do see some water damage under these cabinets, so I'm on the fence on whether I'm going to completely remove this cabinet and do a new vanity. I just don't know yet. I know that this bathroom is going to get redone, but we got to finish the kitchen and the pantry. I think we're going to do some cabinets around the fireplace in the living room. But most importantly, we have got to take care of the boys' bathroom. Here's the final reveal. I really like how this turned out. When I did it in the kitchen, I felt very rushed. But one of the things that I would suggest is start from the front and work towards the back. So if there are any little pieces that aren't very straight, no one is going to see them. I didn't do that in the kitchen cabinet, but like I had mentioned, I felt really rushed. So take your time. It's really easy to do. And I'm going to put this little drawer here that I got from Amazon. If you recall, I also have the other one in under the kitchen cabinet. It came in a pack of 2, and I do have my organization items in the list on my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested. So you see me here organizing everything, and you see I got my little sweet bestie with me. We actually just got a new septic tank yesterday by the time I'm recording this, and he informed me that wet wipes were a big no-no. So I'm probably going to have to just give these away to someone. I didn't realize. I've never had a septic before, so I don't know all the do's and don'ts, and so he just kind of informed me. So yeah, that's going to be new, but that's fine as long as we keep, we had to buy a whole new one, so I'm glad to make sure it lasts a really long time because I don't want to fork out that much money again. We always have a surplus of toothbrushes. I get that for every Easter and Christmas, so that is where I'm going to put the extras. And then I've got my toilet paper here, as you see, my wet wipes that will be going away very soon. And here is the final look of it all. I am very, very pleased. So it is another day now, and I'm going to take care of the living room. I'm going to put away everything. It's a little bit later, and I'm going to clean up this while Emma is being occupied by Liam. It is so great having big brothers that can help every so often. Sometimes I do give them a little bit of something and pay them, and sometimes they do it for free. Actually, more times than not, they do it for free. But I like to surprise them with a little bit of money too every so often, just to show that I appreciate them. So I don't take for granted having their help at all. Now I'm going to clean up all of this. I'm going to put away her toys, and I'm also going to be scrubbing the chairs and the carpet and the ottoman. It needed to be done so bad. Also, the dogs like to go out in the morning, and we do have so much land there. It's about 2.5 acres, and they are so muddy, and Hazel will hop right on the back of the couch and on my pillows. You guys know I hate when dogs are on my pillows. I hate blankets on the floor, and they get on there and they're muddy, and there's sand and dirt everywhere. So I'm going to have to wash those. I'm also going to vacuum this area right here, and just like I said, deep clean this living room. And when I mean so much land, first, it's a lot of land for us, but I mean so much area where there's a lot of dirt and not like the grass isn't very full. So I know there's a lot more land out there. I just wanted to say that before someone says, girl, that isn't a lot of land. Well, it is to us, but it's just so sandy here in Florida. So I just wanted to preface that. So like I had mentioned, Liam has Emma, and the boys are playing. Chris is over there, and he is actually working on the pantry. He is having to pull out some of the wood out of the concrete so we can actually put the pantry pieces in there. So the girls also came over today, which is great. I love having them here, and Sandra will eventually help Chris, and you'll see Isabella will just kind of be hanging out. I just love having them here. They are such a joy. So I'm going to fill up this little carpet cleaner. I'm going to use the handheld one. I've had this one since the beginning. I love it. I'm going to put in scorching hot water and the cleaner here that I think I got from Walmart, and it works very, very well. Now I will say it does not get out the odor of dog urine. I mean, it does at first, but as it dries, it's kind of iffy. Sometimes it can come back and sometimes not. So I'm just going to wait and see. Here are the chairs. These are actually, I think they're nursery chairs. They are like swivel and gliding chairs. Very comfortable. I do love them, but they get really, really nasty. So I've been wanting to clean these for a really long time and figured this is the best time to do it. So I'm going to spray these down first. I feel like it's best to spray it, let it sit for a little bit for the length of time that I'm going to spray everything, and then go back. I will spray it again to resaturate the fabric, especially if there's a really nasty stain, like there was some chocolate milk kind of in the crevice there. So Then I like to go in there and just scrub it. Again, really, really hot water. It always looks really bad in the beginning, but it will come around. These turned out so great. I love this little handheld cleaner. I've thought about kind of upgrading, but it works really well. So I'm just going to be content with what I've got. I'm not going to be swayed to buy something new. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to continue to scrub these like I had mentioned. It's also good to have like a microfiber cloth with you, and you can kind of get some of the extra little stains. Microfiber cloths I feel like help so much. And I also wanted to ask, do you guys have your a favorite cleaner for pet stains? Now, I did the Nature's, I can't remember what it is, Nature something. It was really good, but the last one I bought, this fragrance was so incredibly strong it gave me a headache, like I had mentioned before. I am so picky with certain scents because I get migraines. So that one was too much for me. Then I did try the, what was it called? Oh, the Furry Freshness. Now I have purchased it on my own, and then they sent me some, and I loved that. But I don't know why I just haven't gotten it. I haven't reordered it. I wanted to ask you guys what you guys would suggest, and if you don't really have a suggestion, I'll just go get the Furry Freshness again. I sprayed it all throughout the last house because, you know, Hazel had a ton of accidents, and I let it saturate the carpet, and it helped tremendously. So I can't believe I actually forgot about that one, but you guys let me know what you guys recommend in the comments below, and I think I might have a code for Furry Freshness somewhere. If I do, I'll plop it in my description box. But yeah, that one was pretty good, and the scent was so light, which is a huge bonus for me. So for reference, this is like a micro suede fabric. Don't quote me, but I think that's what it is. It feels like a micro suede or kind of like a velvet feeling, but I know it's not velvet. I got them from Wayfair, and I really do like them. They were at the last house, and I have been trying to figure out where I want them. I know eventually I want to get another sectional, like an L shape. The one we have now is great, but it has like a cuddler at the end, which is diagonal from the wall, and it takes up a lot of space. So when you have such a large family, trying to, you know, limit things that are right in the middle because kids are running around is a really big bonus. Speaking of that, I will probably donate my ottoman as well because I feel like it just gets in the way so much. And that's one of the reasons why I'm cleaning it. I'm on the fence on whether I'm going to get rid of it. If I do, I'm going to send it to hospice. I do really like it, but we don't have any room here to store anything. So if something doesn't work, it's just going to have to go. Now, I am very pleased with how these chairs are coming out. They look fantastic. I mean, really, look at all the dirt that is coming out of the nozzle here, not the nozzle, but whatever it is, the little attachment. Take a look when I do some of the close-ups. You will see, like when I do the ottoman, you'll actually see like the orange marker, the color of it coming through. It is just crazy, but I will slow some of those clips down because I feel like they're so satisfying, and I like to see that it is actually working and getting the dirt and the marker and the stains up. Do you see how much this is getting up? So I'm actually glad I'm rewatching this. Now, while I'm doing this voiceover, we are on the last day of Prime Day on Amazon. And I don't know about you, but my cart is full. Now, is it of things that I need? Well, it is of things that I want, for sure. There are some things in there that I feel like would make my life easier. I love doing Amazon videos, and like I've done the Temu video, but I love doing Amazon favorites. I love watching them. You find such really cool stuff when I'm on TikTok. That is usually what I'm watching, or Amazon favorites. So do you guys like those videos? Because I love making them, but I don't want to put them out if y'all don't want to see them. So let me know, do you like the Amazon favorites? I have some in there that I really do think would be really beneficial, just to make, like I said, like make my life easier. Especially I have one that I have seen around where it's like a scrub brush, like a motorized scrub brush, but it's large for like large bathroom floors or the tub, shower walls. That is something I definitely am thinking about getting, and then quite a few other things. But yeah, Prime Day, it will suck you in so quick, and I have to remind myself very regularly that I do not need all of the stuff that everybody else is showing and telling us to buy, and I want to remind you of that as well. Now, if you need it, let me know. I may have a code, and I do have an Amazon storefront, so you can go get some things, but you're not saving money if you're buying things that you really don't need. I'm going to clean up this area here. I want to scrub her table down and her chairs. It hasn't been disinfected in a while, and I think it is time. I always feel, and I've mentioned this before, not always, I don't want to say always, but I often feel like I get sick after serving at church just because there's a lot of kids. It's like daycare. There's nothing you can do about it. And I was thinking, like, I was starting to feel like, I think now I'm feeling like I've got a little something coming. Kind of like a sore throat and like itchy nose and you know all that stuff. So I want to disinfect this. I want to clean it very, very well because it really does need it. I'm also going to try to get some of the marker and the fingernail polish off of it. She has a field day with this little thing. We got it from IKEA. I saw Tiffany Beeston had one, whom I just love so much, and I figured I would get one too, and I love it. It is super easy to put together, and she loves it, and I decided to bring it in here because she'll have her little snack here, and we'll color here together. So she's also, I had mentioned this, and I've got somebody coming to just help me out for a couple of hours, 2 days a week, which has been so great, just so I can get some things done. But every time she's come here, this table has just been a mess. This house has been a mess, and I'm like, she is not coming here tomorrow with my house being completely junky. So it's another reason why I wanted to clean this area and just clean the deep clean the living room. I feel like every time she comes, there's like 3 loads of laundry out. We had a good run. Don't say we didn't. I was your first love. I am going to continue to put all of this away. The chairs look pretty good. I'm really impressed. I'm very happy with it. I also want to say I know it's a blessing to be able to have someone come. I am a mom of 6, and this is the first time that's ever happened, so I don't take it for granted. And I just want to let you know that I do not take you for granted. Time is the most valuable resource, and the fact that you have spent it with me here today, and those of you that just show up for me every single week, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And from the culprit who ruins my carpet, Miss Hazel, she says thank you as well. Please know how loved you are. You are worthy. You are enough. And this world is a better place because of you. I am better because of you. I cannot wait to see you next week. Bye.